Right now on Jamaica News Page Today, the true cost of catastrophe. The full financial toll of Hurricane Melissa now revealed. Nearly one-third of Jamaica's economy wiped out. Prime Minister Andrew Holness calls it one of the costliest natural disasters in Jamaica's modern history. Plus, heartbreak in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. Families left homeless after Hurricane Melissa's devastation. Stick around to hear their stories. And Jamaica's influencers are showing up big by delivering relief to areas affected by Hurricane Melissa. We have the must-see moments ahead. Plus, tragedy on the roads of hurricane-ravaged St. Elizabeth, where 3 more lives are lost in just 72 hours. And later, senseless violence in the capital. A man is dead over a 1,000 Jamaican dollar dispute. Hear what happened ahead. Jamaica News Page Today is powered by viewers like you. Please click subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay informed. Thank you for subscribing. Jamaica News Page Today starts right now. We begin with heartbreaking news. Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris Dixon has confirmed that 32 Jamaicans have now lost their lives in the wake of Hurricane Melissa, with 8 additional deaths still under investigation.
I am asked all the time about the death toll, and this is the thing that breaks my heart the most, because I know how difficult it is to see or to hear of the death of a loved one. And so I just confirmed the death toll, and I can tell you it is going to change in the coming days. But the official death toll as we speak is now 32. But I will say that there are 8 other cases that are unconfirmed that the police and the JDF are now working to verify. So we do expect that number to increase. And so we'll give you another total tomorrow. And I don't like to say total because every single person is a life. They had a family. They had a future ahead of them. It is really very painful. And I know so many families are feeling that pain. And I feel all of Jamaica, every additional person added to that list, I know we all feel it, and we feel it deeply. And so we'll keep telling you the numbers and giving you the latest numbers, and just know that, you know, we are praying for everyone. We're praying for all these families. It's not an easy time for them.
The full financial impact of Hurricane Melissa is coming into focus, and it's staggering. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says preliminary estimates place the cost of the storm's destruction at over 1 trillion Jamaican dollars, the equivalent of up to 32% of Jamaica's gross domestic product for the current fiscal year.
But I wish to share very preliminary, high-level estimates only to illustrate the scale of the devastation. Based on benchmarks from comparable regional disasters, physical damage to housing, commercial buildings, roads, electricity, water, and telecommunications infrastructure is estimated between 6 to 7 billion US dollars, equivalent to roughly 28 to 32% of last fiscal year's GDP.
Holness delivered the update during a statement in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, calling it one of the costliest natural disasters in Jamaica's history. He warned that the country could see a temporary slowdown in economic activity, particularly in the hardest-hit parishes, as farms are replanted and livestock operations recover.
We anticipate a temporary slowdown in economic activity, particularly in the most affected parishes. Agricultural output will decline in the short term as farmers replant and livestock operations recover. The tourism sector, while resilient and working swiftly to reopen, will require targeted support to restore capacity and confidence. Small and medium-sized enterprises, especially those in retail, manufacturing and services, and the creative industries, have sustained significant losses and will need liquidity and recovery support to rebuild inventories, repair their facilities, and restart operations. At the same time, supply chains for food, construction materials, and consumer goods are being actively restored, though some market disruption may occur in the immediate weeks ahead. A very preliminary estimate suggests that short-term economic output could decline by 8 to 13%.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness told Parliament on Tuesday that a national housing damage assessment found more than 116,000 buildings across Jamaica were damaged during the storm.
Satellite data and drone verification indicate that approximately 116,000 structures sustained severe or catastrophic damage, concentrated in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, and Manchester. These findings are now guiding targeted relief and reconstruction planning across communities. This is a big change, Madam Speaker. In Beryl, we didn't have this capacity, but we have since invested in, and we are now able to have more definitive and scientifically driven data as to the extent of the damage. This now will help us in budgeting, and it will help us in allocating resources. Madam Speaker, we are now transitioning from emergency sheltering to stabilization and repair. The ministry is conducting field verification in priority communities with housing support teams working alongside the JDF, ADPEM, and local authorities. As access is restored to additional communities in the West, we will complete our beneficiary verification, accelerate roofing support, and deploy building materials, tarpaulins, and rapid repair kits to ensure safety for and habitation for our citizens. The data now being integrated into the post-disaster needs assessment will shape a resilient housing and building recovery program.
We're just getting started on Jamaica News Page today. Here's what's ahead. Amid heartbreak and devastation, Jamaica's stars step up. Reggae artist Christopher Martin and a team of young volunteers bring hope and healing to children across Trelawney. Then, Olympic legend Shelly Ann Fraser-Price trades gold medals for goodwill, hand-delivering relief packages to hurricane-stricken families along the St. Elizabeth-Westmoreland border. And music mogul Romesh Major helps light the way donating supplies to help schools get back on their feet. Jamaica News Page Today is powered by viewers like you. Please click subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay informed. Thank you for subscribing. Now back to the news. Amid the heartbreak and loss left behind by Hurricane Melissa, one foundation is bringing light and hope to Jamaica's children. The Christopher Martin Foundation, in partnership with the Bright Beginnings Charity Group, has launched a youth-led relief mission called Bringing Hope. The initiative delivers emotional support and essential supplies to young people affected by the storm. So far, the outreach has reached over 200 children between the ages of 10 and 16 in Trelawney communities. As part of the ongoing national recovery effort, Christopher Martin will headline the Hurricane Melissa virtual concert and telethon on Sunday, November 16th from 3:30 to 10:30 p.m. The event, part of Minister Olivia Babsy Grange's I Love Jamaica series, aims to raise $1 million to support disaster relief and rebuilding efforts across the island. Back on the road to recovery, music producer and entrepreneur Romesh Major is lending a helping hand to communities hardest hit by Hurricane Melissa.
Earlier at St. Elizabeth Technical High School, I heard from the leadership that they needed a big generator to be able to operate their well. They have a large well, and they wanted it so that they could help the community with water in the interim. And by the time I'm leaving, I see a big generator appear, and it came from Romesh Entertainment. And I want to say thank you to you. Thank you to Romesh Entertainment more broadly. The country really is grateful for entities like yours that have stepped up to the plate.
Afternoon, my name is Edward Hines, a local here from Santa Cruz, born and raised. Today, being a part of the St. Elizabeth technical team, we have a well here. We called on Romesh, explained to him what we need. He literally sent it same time. Took him 2 hours to reach here from Kingston. He also sent down a lot of care packages. So we want to say really a huge thank you to Romesh, Major Marketing. So, bless her. Thanks so much, bro.
And in the midst of heartbreak, a champion off the track is showing what true gold looks like. Olympic sprint legend Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce continued her humanitarian outreach on Tuesday, delivering care packages to residents along the St. Elizabeth-Westmoreland border, communities hit hard by Hurricane Melissa. The decorated athlete, affectionately known as the Pocket Rocket, also visited several areas in Westmoreland over the weekend, personally handing out food, water, and essential supplies. Fraser-Pryce joins a growing list of public figures and volunteers who have stepped forward to help families rebuild after the devastating storm. And in other news, police are probing a deadly confrontation in East Kingston that claimed the life of 36-year-old Don Andrew Campbell, otherwise called Don. Reports are that around midday on Sunday, Campbell and another man, both residents of Hippolyte Road, got into an argument over a $1,000 bill that reportedly fell from the other man's pocket. Both claimed ownership of the money, sparking a heated dispute that quickly turned violent. Police say a machete was used during the altercation, inflicting multiple chop wounds to Campbell's neck, hands, and wrists, one of which was severed. He was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. The suspect, identified as Derek Shaw, otherwise called Fighter, has been named a person of interest and is being urged to report to the Elletson Road Criminal Investigations Branch, CIB. Investigators say the men had a long-standing feud spanning several years, one that ended in bloodshed over a single $1,000 note. Residents have described the killing as both senseless and tragic. In St. Elizabeth, a parish already struggling to recover from Hurricane Melissa, tragedy has struck again, this time on the roads. Police say the 3 latest road fatalities in Jamaica all occurred in St. Elizabeth within the past 72 hours, claiming the lives of 3 men, ages 25, 28, and 67. Their identities have not yet been released. The first crash happened Saturday evening, around 7:10 p.m., along the Cheapside Main Road in Junction. It involved motorcar and a motorcycle, leaving the 28-year-old motorcyclist dead. On Sunday afternoon, around 3:10 p.m., a 67-year-old driver lost control of his vehicle and crashed, dying at the scene. And early Monday morning at about 7:30 a.m., another motorcyclist, just 25 years old, lost control and crashed along the Rich Penn Main Road in Pedro Plains. According to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTEB, and Dr. Lucian Jones, Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, expressed concern that the latest crashes occurred in a parish still ravaged by Hurricane Melissa, warning that if current trends continue, Jamaica could surpass 400 road deaths by year's end. That's it for Jamaica News Page Today, powered by viewers like you. Please click subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay informed. Thank you for watching and subscribing. We'll see you in the comments, and be sure to join us again for more news. Have a great day.